What's up, fearless gamers? How's it going? Check this thing out. This is the Mechanic and Thalix cohort. Well, there's three models. This is one of them. From Forge World. It's on pre-order, and that's pretty cool. And I've been watching some Robotech recently, which is also pretty cool because Robotech is cool. What's up? It's the wild card. So, just want to show you those things because they're awesome. I like the mechanical things. About time the mechanic gets some love in it, even if it's from Forge World, because aside from Tech Priests and Tech Marines, they got nothing. And they deserve more. And it's cool because looking at that and watching Robotech and being a fan of Gundam and sci-fi and all that, I'm taking inspiration from a bunch of different sources. Inspiration for a big project that I got going on. It's kind of on the back burner because I'm at school, and school takes priority. But when I have those little moments of free time to really kind of get some work done, I'm going to work on it a little bit here and there. Can't tell you more than that. I'm just planting the curiosity seed now, but inspiration. Also, with that, there's that flag. Looking at 40K Soft and Robotech actually have a correlation with each other. And that is kind of how I got into wargaming with 40K, not just Robotech. When I was a kid, TV didn't quite have as much of the anime style shows on and stuff like it does now. But we did have some. We had Robotech. We had the original Gundam was on here and there, and eventually Gundam Wing came. Transformers Generation 1 was there. Battletech had its own cartoon series at that time when I was a kid, so I saw that. And there's other stuff that was on, DBZ, Trigon, stuff like that. Anyways, so, I mean, I watch other stuff aside from Mecha, but for the purposes of what I'm talking about here, the Mecha stuff that was on was Gundam, Robotech, Battletech, Transformers Generation 1, if you want to throw Transformers in there, why not? Stuff like that was on, Voltron was on. And I liked those shows. They were pretty cool. So, when I, many years later, started looking at wargaming seriously, aside from just looking at the pictures of the cool models, I was looking at the sci-fi stuff because I like sci-fi more than I like fantasy. I do like fantasy, though. Am I disorienting you enough with the spinning? So where was I? I had some Battletech models as a kid just to have for fun, but when I was looking up stuff, I kept coming across a picture of the Dreadnought, the Wraith Lord, and the Tau battlesuits. And the Dreadnought and the Wraith Lord look pretty cool. But, you know, the Wraith Lord is just one model, the Dreadnought's really just one model, well, at least then it was. But, okay, it was like 2 or 3, but that was counting the Chaos and the Furioso. Anyway, Tau had a battlesuits, and the thing is, it wasn't just like, you know, maybe 1 or 2 Dreadnoughts in an army, and that's it. This was like a lot of battlesuits in one force, and I just like the Tau feel because the Tau have been described by many as being a mecha and anime-inspired or styled force, and I can definitely see that. It's not like Infinity or Soda Pop, where it's clearly anime-styled. It's more inspired by the anime style. The Tau have certain lines to them, in certain ways that their models look that you can tell it's inspired by some anime potentially, or just the anime genre, and especially mecha stuff. You can see the battle suits are like a mini mecha, and that's pretty cool. I like that. So the Tau is what I started looking at seriously, getting into wargaming. But I like to be a human faction whenever I play games where I get to choose race. I just like being human because I feel, I don't know, I just like being the human race on stuff. It's just fun for me. So ultimately, I looked elsewhere than the Tau. The Tau were cool, but so were the Space Marines for myself. And I liked the Dark Angels because it was powered armor, and powered armor is really cool, and robes. And I thought that was a cool combination, so I liked that, and I went with the Dark Angels. But the Tau, I've always been a fan of. And in 5th edition, I tried getting into them. I had a small combat patrol force, and I'll talk about combat patrol another time. And that was fun, but when I was trying to make a full-fledged army, it wasn't feeling it for me. There's too many stuff that didn't work quite right anymore, didn't work at all in the Tau war gear, and other war gear that's just not worth taking because you should take other stuff. And you can make a competitive list with them, no doubt. But I just wasn't liking the feel of the outdatedness of the codex. And let's face it, it is. But they're getting a new one, and we all know that by now. So I don't know the exact specifics. I don't know of any gaming stores in the area, so I can't even check out a store copy when they get those before it comes out, if they still do that. If you know of a gaming store in the Exton, Pennsylvania area, put it in the comment section. I'd like to check it out sometime. But, yeah. Anyways, should the Tau get the ability to field a full battlesuit army, I may have to jump into Tau a little bit. I have nothing wargaming here, though, so we're going to have to see how I do that, if I do at all, because school comes first. But anyways, that's how I got into wargaming, was because of what I watched as a kid, and I got into 40K because of the Tau, even though I don't play Tau currently. They're what got me looking into 40K seriously. So, because I like their overall look and feel. And I still do. And I like the Space Marines and the Dark Angels look and feel as well. So, fearless gamers, what got you as a war game you played? Was it as simple as a friend saying, hey, check this out, try it out, and you go, okay, and you liked it? Or was it more of a, hey, you know, this reminds me of such and such that I used to watch, and I really like that. Let me look into this, and oh, cool, check out this faction. I like that. Let me get into it that way. What inspirations were there in your life, I guess, that got you into the war game you play, if you happen to play a war game? So post that in the comments. Feel free to comment about the Mechanica model, Robotech, Mecha in general. Comment on anything, really. And feel free to tell me what got you into the war game of your choice. Next time I ramble to you, I think I want to ramble on Magic the Gathering, because that's definitely ramble worthy. Alright, fearless gamers. Peace it out.